Aaliyah and Zara Bennett stared in stunned disbelief as flight attendant Claire Montgomery demanded they leave first class, despite holding valid tickets. Zara's hands trembled as she lifted her phone, quietly pressing record. Aaliyah leaned in, whispering, "Call Dad." Neither sister could imagine that one phone call would set in motion a chain of events that would shut down an entire airline by midnight. Before we unpack this unbelievable story, where are you watching from today? Hit that like button if you've ever faced discrimination while traveling, and subscribe to stand with a community that demands justice. Now, let's find out what happened after the Bennetts made that life-changing call. Skyline Air Flight 482, bound for Los Angeles from Boston Logan International Airport, was a crisp, humming capsule of anticipation. The plush leather seats of first class glistened under soft cabin lighting, and among the early boarders were two women who had fought hard to sit there, and paid full price for the privilege. Aaliyah Bennett, 25, carried herself with quiet authority, the kind earned from years of outworking every doubt thrown her way. A recent MBA graduate from a top business school, she was flying out for a final round interview with one of California's most prestigious tech consulting firms. Her tailored charcoal blazer, slim gold watch, and subtle pearl earrings spoke of a woman who knew how to make an impression without saying a word. Zara, her younger sister by 3 years, practically buzzed with excitement. A computer science prodigy who had finished her degree early, she had 3 major Silicon Valley companies fighting for her attention, all eager to tap into her groundbreaking work in AI security. She wore her passion as visibly as her fashion, a bold patterned scarf against a crisp white blouse, her box braids glinting with delicate copper cuffs. "Can you believe this?" Zara whispered, brushing her fingers over the smooth armrest. "First class, all the way to L.A." Aaliyah smiled, sipping the sparkling water offered by a flight attendant. "We earned this. Every bit of it." Months of planning and saving had gone into this moment. Their parents, both respected professionals, had raised them to understand the importance of showing up prepared, polished, and unshakably confident. Especially, they had reminded their daughters, as young black women entering industries where their presence was still an exception, not the norm. Then came Claire Montgomery. Her smile flickered as she reached the Bennett's row. "Tickets, please," she said, her tone a shade cooler than the warm greetings she had offered the elderly white couple across the aisle. Aaliyah handed over their digital passes. "Seats 2A and 2B." Claire studied them longer than necessary, eyebrows knitting. "These are first-class seats," she said, not as a confirmation, but like an accusation. "Yes," Zara replied evenly. "That's why we're sitting in first class." Claire left, but returned twice more before boarding ended, rechecking their tickets, asking unnecessary questions, and offering curt service while lavishing smiles and small talk on the white passengers nearby. The sisters noticed something else, too. Every other black passenger they'd glimpsed during boarding had been directed to economy. First class, aside from them, was almost entirely white. Their mother's voice echoed in Aaliyah's mind. "Document everything, but choose your battles." Zara's phone stayed within reach. When the seatbelt sign went off, Claire reappeared, this time with a male flight attendant, Mark Dawson. "Excuse me, ladies," Claire said, loud enough for nearby passengers to hear. "We've received complaints that you're being disruptive." Aaliyah looked up from her tablet, stunned. Zara pulled off her headphones. "Disruptive?" Aaliyah repeated. "We've been sitting here silently since takeoff." Unseen by the sisters, 3 rows back sat Richard and Ellen Peterson, a wealthy couple in their late 60s. From boarding onward, they had traded uneasy glances toward the Bennetts. When Claire passed earlier, Ellen had leaned in. "Are they supposed to be in first class? They don't seem like they belong here." Richard had murmured something about, "probably got upgraded with points." Claire had assured them she'd look into it. Now Mark stepped forward. "We have some economy plus seats available, where you might be more comfortable." Zara's eyebrows shot up. "More comfortable than the seats we paid for?" She hit record on her phone. "Why would we leave?" Please put your phone away, Claire snapped. Actually, Zara countered, federal regulations allow recording as long as it doesn't interfere with crew duties. And right now, I'm documenting something that feels wrong. Aaliyah's voice was calm, steady. We bought these seats months ago. We've been quiet and respectful. There's no policy violation here. Claire's jaw tightened. If you don't comply, we'll have you removed for non-compliance. Mark chimed in, robotic. The captain has final authority over seating arrangements. Zara didn't look away. And whose comfort are you prioritizing right now? Because it's clearly not ours, even though we paid for the same service as everyone else here. Silence spread through the cabin. Some passengers turned away. Others stared, wide-eyed. No one spoke up. This is your final warning, Claire said. Move or we take further action. The sisters locked eyes. They knew this moment could follow them for years. Comply and accept the insult. Resist and risk the stereotype of the angry black woman. But one thing was certain, they would not walk off that plane quietly.